Greetings, my friends. I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank all of my channel members for supporting me in this endeavor to save pop culture. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you. My friends, Disney is currently in a period of intense upheaval. My amazing Hollywood spies have been working overtime trying to keep track of all the changes and tumult happening at Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm. Essentially, things have gotten so bad at Disney, rumor has it they are throwing all of their cards up in the air. They're kicking the chessboard. They're looking for a reset, a do-over, a fundamental reassessment of every single thing they're doing, especially in theaters and on Disney+. This is no big surprise, given that in a recent investor call, Bob Iger admitted that Disney is cutting $5.5 billion from Disney operations, $3 billion of which is being cut from content creation. So what does that mean exactly? It means that the creation of new shows and movies for Star Wars, for Marvel, for Disney+, for Disney itself in theaters is going to be trimmed and or cut entirely from the schedule to make that savings. Now, what does this mean? It means that Disney Plus isn't performing all that well. It means that Lucasfilm has repeatedly dropped the ball and fallen short. It means Feige over at Marvel has been stinking up the place with a surplus of woke and a deficit of entertainment, and all of these shortcomings are kicking Disney squarely in their profit centers. In short, this mandate to cut $3 billion from content creation all across Disney means a lot of the kind of tepid garbage that constituted Marvel Phase 4 and is scheduled for Marvel Phase 5 is going to have to be cut. And to that end, over the past 2 weeks, my Hollywood spies have been sending me some amazing updates about all the upheaval going on behind the scenes, and I'm proud to be able to present this to you today. But before I do, I just want to tip my helm and send a huge thank you to my amazing team of Hollywood spies who have been stepping up and helping me save pop culture for these many years now. They're amazing people, and I send them much respect and love for all their brilliant work behind the scenes. But now, without further ado, let's discuss multiple reports from my Hollywood spies documenting all the madness currently happening behind the magic curtain.
Hey, I gotta hand it to the spies, man. They rock. They've been killing it. No way around it. Kudos to them, and go Team No Ma'am. Yes, indeed. Given that I am something of an expert on every aspect of killing it, these Hollywood spies kill it so hard, not even a necromancer of my skill could resurrect it. Hail to all your Hollywood spies, Doomcock, our secret weapon against the wankers of woke.
Well said, gentlemen. But let's get to the latest rumors about Disney efforts to right the ship. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to me by my Hollywood spies, but since I cannot personally verify any of this information, I'm presenting it to you as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So on February 23rd, I was sent the following dispatch from my Hollywood spies, quote, "We've been told by 3 sources we trust there was a major meeting Monday of board members. Allegedly, there's a new plan according to these sources. Disney is looking to outsource Star Wars to other companies to get them to make it. Allegedly, the main reason behind this is to keep KK from getting involved. We trust these sources, and they have always been mostly right, and they have all given their reports," unquote. Now this is interesting, folks, in and of itself. But when coupled with the following reports sent by my Hollywood spies over the course of the following 5 days, it paints a picture of upheaval and reevaluation across all of Disney entertainment. Now, when my Hollywood spies talk about keeping Kathleen Kennedy away from Star Wars, I believe that's one aspect of the situation. But I also think that Disney has concluded working with people outside the tainted Disney bubble to create new Star Wars is probably a good idea, not just because of KK, but also because of the number of woke activist employees at Disney, including particularly Kennedy loyalists and the hacks on the Lucasfilm Story Group. It means it's very difficult at this point to create content at Disney free from woke contamination with or without Kathleen Kennedy, and that may be why they're considering such a move, especially given everything seems to be up for grabs across the board. In my next communique from my Hollywood Spies on February 28th, they told me things had gotten worse, and Disney was taking even more radical steps to fix things. Here's what they told me on the 28th, quote, "It's hot and fast today. We are hearing everything may get pushed back. We mean all Disney products. Also, there's supposed to be a major meeting today. All department heads are to show up in Zoom," unquote. Then, later in the day, I got this follow-up from my spies, quote, "So just got a call, according to a longtime source, all Marvel properties are on hold till a full review. He told me if this is what he thinks it is, Marvel may be looking for a lot of writers soon. 7,000 layoffs may be just the tip of the iceberg. Keep in mind, putting the decisions back in the hands of the creators was supposed to be Bob Iger's big fix," unquote.
Yes, indeed. Put the creative decisions back in the hands of the creatives, and then chop off those hands. I approve of this management style. As do I, Doomcock. Especially when the so-called creatives are talentless assholes.
Well, I'm just guessing here, Harvey Cthulhu. But what I got from this particular update is Iger may be looking to fire talentless woketivist asshole propagandists and then hire actual writers he can trust to pick up the ball and run it in for a touchdown. If you're going to trust creatives, you have to hire a few of them first, and I suspect that's what's coming. Indeed, my Hollywood Spies then sent me a follow-up regarding Kevin Feige. Quote, "It would seem Kevin F. is in the hot seat, and the thing we are going to try and track down is there seems to be a more serious cut of the Ant-Man 3 movie, and the question is, will it ever see the light of day? Word has it there's a possibility. Someone needs to tell Bob Iger get woke, go broke is a thing," unquote. And then, finally, toward the end of the day, I received this final update on a very busy day from my Hollywood Spies with more detail about all the happenings of that day. Quote, "From all the rumors coming in, Disney is in complete chaos. It's hard to say what all is going to get moved back. In fact, the only movie that is not mentioned is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Loki also seems like it's moving forward, but outside those two, who knows? We don't think Indy 5 will get delayed, but who knows? We have some interesting things being told to us about Bob Iger's predicament. We want some more information on this, but just to give you an idea, Ant-Man 3 could lose $100 million if it keeps going in the direction it is. Right now, best case is it breaks even. From what we are being told, Bob Iger cannot afford to have too many flops, and according to multiple sources, Bob Iger was the main reason Kevin changed Ant-Man to begin with," unquote. This harkens back to an earlier report from my Hollywood Spies who told me that Iger called Feige into his office and basically told him, "Hey, what's up with Marvel sucking so bad lately?" And Feige said, "Look, I gotta get the message out, you know?" And Iger told him flat out, "Do whatever message you want, but from now on, you need to make it entertaining." Yeah, right. Shang-Chi, The Eternals, She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel. Essentially, since Avengers Endgame, the MCU Phase 4 has been turned into a K-Tel album titled Kevin Feige's Greatest Shits, and so now it appears that along with all the other cuts and cancellations Iger is considering, Iger wants to make damn sure that MCU Phase 5 doesn't suck as bad as Phase 4 did, and apparently Feige is on notice to that end, and good thing. I mean, just take a look at fucking MODOK. What a pile of shit this is, people. Seriously. I mean, my God. This level of suck used to be reserved for the CW. Ah, those were the good old days, weren't they? So I have no idea if Feige is even capable of making anything entertaining these days, especially given all the news I've heard about how awful the plot of The Marvels is, but I do know this. My Hollywood Spies are right most of the time, it seems to me. So when they say that Disney is in a period of upheaval, I tend to believe it. From the center of the earth, this is Victor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.